how did you get caught up on like your soldiering skills?
I didn't. So that's what was wild is I did a couple, I was attached as the medic to brigade reconnaissance for some like training stuff. Mm-hmm. But then when I got assigned to them, I was kind of like on the outside. I'm like, what do you guys do here? Like, what's a cavalry scout? Mm-hmm. So I was like way behind the learning curve. So I looked up like their job description, what they actually do. I'm telling you, like, I was like way behind, and little did I know that they were on like the forefront of like, hey, we like go into like gnarly shit. Mm-hmm. It was a huge culture shock, not only like fitting in with all those guys, because I went from being in platoons in a company like co-ed, so like with women. Mm-hmm. And then I got to BRT, and I remember like doing PT, like one of the first times I had dirt on my pants, and I just got lit up by the XO. He's like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I don't know. We don't do that shit around here. Like, your stuff will be clean and you'll be wired tight. I'm like, okay, this is fucking game time. Like, shit needs to be wired tight. So I kind of got like a little free pass because I was a medic. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I tried to learn their job to the best of my ability. The guys were great on like training. Every time they were doing training, I'd jump in, be like, hey, like, what are you guys doing? They noticed that. So like later on in the deployment, when guys were going home on leave, like they had me be a driver. Mm-hmm. And this was when we got there, we landed in Tal Afar, and then
that's where you guys kicked off deployment, was in Tal Afar.
That's what
a little background. So Tal Afar, what was it? The 3rd ACR had been up there with Colonel at the time, McMaster, H.R. McMaster, and they had used the counterinsurgency strategy up in Tal Afar, and it had worked really well. And so this brigade that was up there that took their place, the 11 AD, when they got up there was not a lot going on in a good way, because what McMaster and 3rd ACR had done had settled out the insurgency, and that then freed up the 11 AD to go to the other area that needed to be suppressed, which was Ramadi.
Yeah, we were up there for I think approximately 4 months, and then we got the order to start we pack everything up, and we're going to Ramadi.
Did you feel like you got like a little more up to speed while you were up there as far as your soldiering skills?
It gave me that time that I needed to like learn who they are, what they did, how they operate. Like, this is what a cavalry scout is, and this is what we need from you. Like, because being the medic, you're kind of like those extra hands if need be, but also like I wanted them to rely on me. Like, I didn't want to just be an observer. Like, I wanted to be part of like the team. Yeah. Because I wanted to help as well. So it gave me that time to watch their training, go through like what they do, what they actually do, like everything, radios, mapping, all of that. Like, so it gave me that time to kind of step up and kind of learn their job in a way.
And Dan Pinion, like, you know, he was on the podcast, what was it, a couple months ago, and you see Dan Pinion, you know, he looks like he looks like a normal guy now, you know, I mean, he's just a normal guy, like we all look like normal guys, and he looks like a normal guy. Bro, back in the day, like when he was a freaking beast.
Hard ass.
Like he was kind of like a what do they call it? They call it central casting. Like he was straight out of central casting for like first platoon first sergeant or troop first sergeant. He was just a big stud, like angry looking dude, and just a beast. And that was your leader.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what. Yeah. Very well said. I'm not even sure what to say to that. But yeah, it's like that was our leader, and it was due to the leader, and we're like not trying to jump forward too much, but like the guys I was with, like Sergeant Marco, Sergeant Gonzalez, Sergeant Garcia, like that whole leadership core like kept us alive, because when we got orders to go to Iraq, I got bought into that, like hearts and minds. Like, we're going over there to like, you know, help people, and being a medic, I'll be like, oh yeah, I can get to like help the community and do like community medicine. And those guys had already deployed. Like, they've been there, done that. I believe Sergeant Marco, he was in one of the ACRs that like pushed up like guys on their second deployment. And I was kind of like naive to the whole thing. And I remember sitting there one night, like we would have to pull guard duty in Biaj. And that's where we were stationed, was Biaj, Iraq. It was like just on the outer skirts near the Syrian border. We'd do missions to the Syrian border to see if they were bringing arms in or anything like that. But nothing ever happened more than like a couple mortar attacks. And I was just like dying to get in combat, because you're hearing these stories of like, oh dude, when we were in the shit and this, my medic's so good. Oh, the medic that I had before did this, the medic before like did that. And I'm like, dude, I can do that too. Like, you know what I mean? Like jealous girlfriend, like, dude, hey guys, like I'm right here. And you never can totally prepare for combat, like, because instinctually, like the first time I was ever shot, I didn't even know what happened, because I was standing on a wall at Cop Grant. I was standing on a wall and a couple shots hit like the cinder block and brick wall in front of me, and it shot up all the debris, and I dropped to the ground and this is like, my brain is off. I have no clue what's going on. I dropped down, and Sergeant Gonzalez ran over to me. He's like, where are you hit at? Because he thought I got shot because I dropped down. And I said, what's happening? And he's like, we're getting fucking shot at. Are you hit? And I said, I think I'm good. And he checked me. And he's like, fire back. I remember I raised my rifle up. I was like, I don't see anything. He's like, just fucking fire at anything. And I just shot at a building. Like I chose a building. I'm like, oh, boom, boom. And then I was like, oh shit, like I just got shot at. Like my brain just could not process what was happening.
How old are you at this point?
Like I just turned 21. Like I had my 21st birthday 2 weeks before we deployed. So like I was home on leave for like Christmas leave, and then 21 years old, like we got shipped out. So that was like at Cop Grant, got shot. I was like, dude, I have no clue. And then after that, you're like kind of good. You're like, oh shit, like that's what rounds sound like when they're being shot at you. And like, what movie is it? Like The Crack and the Whiz. Like the crack is like super close. The whiz means it's like near you, and you get used to like hearing it. You're like, oh shit, that's not even close to us. That's not even near us. But like you never know how you're going to react or what you're going to do, or even prepare to be shot at or even fire back. Like it's a life altering experience.
When you rolled down from Tal Afar down to Ramadi, what was it like? Was it like April or May or something like that?
I believe it was May.
And like, you've been mortared a few times up there, but nothing crazy. At what point did you recognize like the seriousness of Ramadi versus the other battlefield you were on?
I was so naive. Like we would do missions, and do you remember those like white apartments in Ramadi? They called them like the Chinese apartments. Yep. Yeah. So I remember we would like drive by and like get a couple pop shots or anything like that. And we were getting hit by IEDs like quite frequently, but they were never like hurting anyone. Like it'd be like small bits of shrapnel. And then we got orders to keep going up and down Route Gremlin, which neighbored the train station and the university. So when it got to its worst was August 4th.